All right, I'm going to go ahead and try to do this live. I had some technical difficulties a minute ago, a lot of echoing, but I think I figured it out. Um, we'll see if more people join. Today, I'm going to talk about how I usually warm up. And this is before I shoot videos or, before I start teaching every day. I teach 6 days a week, private students here at the house. It looks like you can hear that. But basically, how I warm up, it's a combination of finger exercises, playing the scales, and playing some arpeggios. Got to have espresso. Now, first off, always use the metronome. If you're a beginner, then you may not have all the scales down yet. This is also going out to my Patreon. There's definitely attachments in my Patreon. Let me know if you're on YouTube and you need copies of these videos. There's links in there, and it says free tabs. If you go to that link, there are pentatonic scales and major scales and arpeggios that you can download. Now, the first thing I usually do, we can start with a finger exercise. Now, most people know, this one. And that's a great beginner one. Now, that's a great beginner one, and usually I teach that right, at the beginning of when a beginner student starts taking lessons from me. Another one that I really like is the 1-3-2-4. So on the way down, it's 1-3-2-4. On the way back up, it's 4-2-3-1. And you can do it anywhere on the neck. I usually say start down here at the first fret, first position, because that's kind of the toughest spot and you'll get the most out of it. Now, another one you can do just with these basic finger exercises is a hammer-on exercise, which you can also do with the 1-3-2-4. All right, so you're doing hammer-ons on the way down and then pull off on the way back up. You can also just all right, those are all great ones. You can also do it with the metronome. If you're just starting out, you probably want to have the metronome at, say, 55, 60 beats per minute. When I warm up on everything, like with the scales, I'm usually somewhere between 160 and 210 with eighth notes. And then the arpeggios, usually anywhere from 100 to 140, 150 on the metronome. And that's also eighth notes. Now you could do, here's quarter notes at 70. Eighth notes. I said quarter notes, that's actually eighth notes, and I had to kind of adjust there. If you did quarter notes, it'd be hard to do quarter notes. So eighth notes, you count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... All right, and you could do that with the 1, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4. All great ways to start building up, strengthen your fingers and help with your technique. Now, if I don't have a lot of time and I need to warm up quickly, I just do the scales and the arpeggios. If I have more time, I do the finger exercises at the beginning. So I'll go through the A minor pentatonic scales now. They are attached in with this link in my Patreon. Like I said, if you look at in the description of any of my videos on YouTube, there's a free tab link. Everything, all those attachments are in there. The A minor pentatonic scales, the C major scales, and a scale workout for the triad arpeggios. Pentatonic scales at 70. I'll do a couple quarter notes and then I'll do some eighth notes in case there's any beginners watching. 1, 2, here's quarter notes. I'll go right into eighth notes. Eighth notes. So when you go to eighth notes, it's alternate picking, down, up, down, up, down, up, like that. I do each form. I'm usually just doing eighth notes or sixteenths, and I usually do each form 4 times in a row. So I usually go 2, 3, 4. Then I go to the second form. There's 5 forms of the pentatonic. So then I do the second one. 4. Then the next one, the one at the 8th fret. Then the next one, the one at the 10th fret. Then the 5th one, 3, 4. All right, those were all 8th notes there. Just remember, if you're doing quarter notes, you're picking all down. 2, 3, 4. All right, and that's, you'll do quarter notes when you're just learning the forms, getting them down, take a few weeks with that. I usually, with my beginner students, I build them up with quarter notes all the way to 140, and then we cut it back to 70 or 80, and then we start the 8th notes. Okay. Now I'll put it at 100. 4 times on each form. Two, 3, 4. Two, three, four. Two, three, four. Two, three, four. All right, now those were eighth notes. If you're doing quarter notes, it would be like this. 4. Picking all down. All right, that's just right on the click. Once again, if you're a beginner, start at 55 or 60, work your way up. It takes a few weeks. Just be patient with it. You want to do these exercises at the beginning of your practice, then you're more apt to do it. It's very important to have a scale practice, kind of a regimented scale practice that you do every day. It helps your hands so much, helps control. You will mispick. You will go to the wrong string. Your picking hand is getting used to the kind of the amount of space that's between the strings. It's all normal and part of the process to mispick. I even mispicked a couple there. It happens. All right. Now, the third thing I usually do is now, usually one of the exercises I do and I teach is the root arpeggios for the C harmonized scale. Now, the harmonized scale is all the chords that go in the C major scale: C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, B diminished, C, and they're triads. So basically, I go through the root inversions, which means it starts on the root. For C, it starts at the 8th fret. Once again, there's an attachment for this. You can check it out. This is the hardest thing probably out of the 3 things that I'm showing you here as far as the scales go. The finger exercises are relatively easy depending on which one you do. These scales are a little bit tougher, or these arpeggios. A few weeks later, start the major scales. You know, as you noted that the pentatonic scale is 2 fingers per string, but those major scales are 3 note per string, right? So, but the arpeggios, what's an arpeggio? It's all the chord tones for each chord. So for like the C chord, it would be the chord tones, which are C, E, and G, the 1, 3, and 5. That's the formula. The minor form would be 1 flat 3, 5. Okay, which I'll be doing music theory lives and music theory, posting videos on music theory soon. Now I'll do the harmonized scale workout now, and then I'll do it at 100 as eighth notes. You can start out as quarter notes. I'll show you that first, but I go through each form 4 times. For this, I'll do it 2 times just to be a little bit quicker. So I'll do quarter notes once, and then we'll go into the eighth notes. 2, 3, 4. All right, there's the quarter notes. So the eighth notes, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, B diminished, all right, that was all the way through. Notice I mispicked a little bit on the A minor, but I was also saying B diminished at the same time. So notice the shape of the C major. So it's basically C, E, G, C, E, G, C, E. Then you have D minor. Notice C to E is 2 whole steps. D to F is going to be 1.5 steps. So D, F, A, D, F, A. Then I did, it looks like I added in the 7 on a couple of these. No, I did the, that's the triad. So D, F, A, D, F, A, D, F. I'll do the 7th chord arpeggios in another one. I thought I hit it there, but I did not. Right, and then there's E minor. Whoops. F. G major. A minor. And then B diminished is the toughest one. Okay, those are usually the 3 things I do to warm up. Like I said, if I have more time, I do the finger exercises like I did at the beginning of this live. And then if I don't have much time, you know, like maybe 10 minutes, I can get through all the pentatonics 4 times, the major scales 4 times, and those triad arpeggios 4 times. If you're a beginner, like I said, you're going to start out all these with quarter notes, which is right on the click. If you're more intermediate to advanced player, you're going to be doing eighth notes, 16th notes. You can also do triplets on some of the stuff. And then, as you get better, then you start adding in the sequences on stuff. Like a sequence would be, a sequence is a repeated pattern. Like on A minor pentatonic, it might be. You've heard the triple one that Jimmy Page used to do, like. That's another sequence. There's a number of them. There's also triad sequences where you're playing the major scales. All this will help you to eventually be able to play bar chords. It'll strengthen your fingers. You'll be able to play better, and then you'll be able to play better leads. Like that's a A minor pentatonic type lick. All right. That's it for this live. I just wanted to talk about how I warm up, the things I do, the things you should start working on. Definitely leave me some comments. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope this helps, and I'll be posting more soon.